What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we are here on our Minimalist account today. Thought I'd do a quick account overview since it's been a while since we checked in on this account. And also, we're going to do something special today. We're going to go ahead and pull the 40 Ancient Shards to get the guaranteed champion Geomancer. And that's kind of one of the things when I was talking about my starter video the other day, where if I was starting Raid now and playing through the game, I would definitely be saving a lot more of my resources throughout my playthrough. It's kind of what this account has taught me in the time that we have been playing on it. And just to kind of give you guys an idea of where we are about, let's see, it's like almost 9 days to get Dark Elaine, so we're almost to the 4-month mark since we started this account. If you guys need a refresher on this account, basically we can only use our starter champion, any champion that we pull in our first 10 mystery shards, and then any guaranteed champion we get from the game. So like when you get War Priest from the campaign, when we got Ursula the Mourner from the 15 Void Shards, she was a guaranteed champion. Any of the fusion champions like Broadmaw or Rosin Scarhide, anything we get from events, things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roster, because I'm sure that's what you guys are curious about. And kind of the cool thing is when you focus on a much smaller roster, it's much easier to build them up. So you can see here, we actually have quite a few 60s on this account. I'm actually doing much better on this account than I ever did on either my main account or my main free-to-play account. We are already almost through the third part of the Arbiter missions, only 3 months into the game. On my main account, I think it took me like 9 months to get Arbiter. So very far ahead of where I ever was in any of my other accounts. I'm kind of using all my knowledge on this account. Plus, like I said, just focusing on a very small number of champions. Of course, we did get Ursula here. That was a huge help getting her with those 15 Void Shards, and that's why I said it's nice to have those resources saved up. Now that Plarium is doing stuff like this, where you can just get a guaranteed epic pulling, you know, that's kind of cool, and it allows you to get a better champion, even if the rest of the stuff you pull is not so great. So we got Broadmaw here from the Fusion. He's up to level 50. I'm not sure if we'll take him any higher than that. We brought Crusader and Sniper both up to 50. Stone Skin even up to 50. He's kind of our shield champion right now for dungeons and just general content and things like that. Now, oddly enough, I did bring Armluster up to 6 stars, and she's been a lot of fun. She actually hits very hard. I've used her here and there in Arena. She does some pretty good damage in the dungeons as well. I might do some kind of spotlight on her later on, because she's someone that really no one ever talks about. And then surprisingly, this Odachi guy, who was from the last Fusion, one of the rares, is actually got a really cool kit. He's got Provoke on the A1. He's got a shield buff, though, here on the A2, which is pretty cool. And then he actually does have a block debuffs on the A3, which is actually a pretty good little skill there. It's been coming in handy for a lot of dungeon stuff. So, and he hits decently hard, too. So I've been having some fun using him. We did bring Dark Ethel up to 60, mainly for the Spider Dungeon. Jizo, of course, all of our login champs are going to get a little bit of love on this account because they're going to be all we're using mainly. We got Arminger at 60. We actually did bring War Priest as well, since she's going to be my main healer and support alongside Ursula. So this account is going pretty good so far. We even got Yaga up here, our main poisoner and the clan boss. And you can see here, even though we're only a couple months in, we've got some decent gear on these champions. We've been running Dragon 13. We've been getting some 6-star drops. And it's easier to gear when you only have a couple of champions that you're working on. That's kind of one of the things that's been really interesting about this playthrough, is just in general, it's so much easier to acquire resources, save them up, build them. Now let's go into the vault here. We'll talk a little bit about this too. We've got quite a few champions in here. We already have just the CR. We did him for a fusion for Arbiter mission. We have a War Maiden that we're working on for when we eventually get to our 6-month mark and can start using other champions, so she's going to be in there. Same thing with this Shield Guard here. And then we already have the other fusion champions done. Executioner, I think that's Sorceress, and then Templar. They're all finished. That's going to be for the Relic Keeper fusion for the Arbiter missions. And then we got Marked for the Rosin fusion. We've got Sky Touch. We pulled her during the Ursula summons. And then we just have a couple. We got Apothecary, who is actually our 11th mystery shard, which is pretty funny. So if he'd been in the 10 prior to that, we'd be able to use him. Got a couple of epics here. Actually, kind of talk about that here in a second. We also do have Suzerain and Catan. Now, what I did this past weekend, we had 7 sacred shards on this account, and it was a 10x for Duchess during a 2x sacred event. So I figured why not take a shot and try to get Duchess for this account, because that would have been massive. And I did get Mashallah on my main account, but unfortunately we did not get Duchess. We got Suzerain as our legendary. Not great, not terrible. He's a decent all AoE attacks. He can work for wave control. But when we pulled those 7 Sacred Shards, we also did get a couple of decent epics here, which I kind of just threw in the vault. And we have Sepulchre Sentinel there, Rearguard Sergeant, a couple others here that'll come in handy once this account, we start using it more as a full account. And then of course we have our 2 legendaries from the Void pulls. Now, I do have Ninja, who was given out basically as a free legendary. He's pretty much guaranteed if you play the game anytime in the next couple of months. So I'm kind of debating, do we want to use him, since technically he is a guaranteed champion, or do we want to hold off and wait till we hit that 6-month mark, which we originally set as part of the challenge? Because I didn't want to use any legendaries on the account, but since he is a guaranteed champion, I kind of want to gear him up and use him, because he would be very helpful for Clan Boss in a couple of other areas. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about that, if we should use Ninja, since technically he is a login champion, at least until October. And then we've got some 5-star food here that's been built. Like I said, when you're only focusing on a couple of champions, it's super easy to just constantly be farming. So we're always farming 12-3, we're always farming Dragon Dungeon for gear when we don't have that XP boost, and also Minotaur as well. You'll see here we're working on a lot of the masteries. We did gem masteries on Aethel. We did gem masteries on Armiger, and then I think Jiza was the other one. So we did gem masteries on three champions. The rest of these were all just kind of running through Minotaur. You'll see they're in various stages of having masteries completed. So that's kind of an update on the roster. The Great Hall is in an okay spot. We're about to get our third 5 for the challenges. We're in Silver 4. I have noticed that the arena seems to be tapering off a bit. There's no longer as many lost accounts showing up. We did manage to get up into Gold 2, but then we've kind of been dropping back down and going between Silver 4 and Gold 1, which is fine because we're actually able to still farm a lot of metals to build up some of these areas. We need to start working on our other 2 here, but mainly we're just trying to get these done for the challenges. And we'll have to start focusing on building one of these up to 10, obviously, for the Arbiter missions. To kind of show you where we are in that, we're at 35 out of 75 on the 3rd set. And like I said, this is much further along than I've ever been in this before on any account. So we're at this part right now. We have to win some medals in arena, and then it's just progressing through a lot of the rest of this stuff here, which really should not be too terribly difficult to do with this account. We're going to probably struggle a little bit once we get into the 4th set of missions, but for right now, we're doing pretty good. So there you go. As for the dungeon progression, kind of take a look and see where we are. Ice Golem, I think, let's see, we have made it to 13 and kind of stopped there. Once I got to open up the 6-star stuff, I've kind of just focused on farming to try to get some of those 5- and 6-star drops. I think Dragon, we're also... Oh, we did make it to Dragon 15. Okay, cool. Fire Knight, I have really not done much of, so I don't think we're that far yet. Stage 11. We've got to kind of put together a team for that. And then Spider, we're at stage 10. So we just got to the point where we can start trying to get some 5-star of all 3 of those. And once we get our champs built up a little bit more, we'll start pushing a little bit harder on those. I think, yeah, we've gone all the way through Minotaur 15 though, so doing pretty good on the dungeon progression, almost 4 months in, so pretty happy with that. But that's the clan boss, that's the other thing. I think we're just doing, I think we've been doing brutal. We've been doing the brutal clan boss, and we're able to usually, I think, 3 or 4 get at this point. So not sure when we're going to move up to Nightmare. We got to get masteries finished on a lot of our champions before we even think about that. I did run a little bit of Doom Tower, at least got up to the first boss, so I can do that for the advanced quest and farm some gear to forge and sell for more silver. So that's kind of a look at where we are on the account. So why don't we go in here and make sure I have enough space. So I've got enough space here. Now you'll see we have 109 ancient shards. We have not spent any ancient shards on this account since we started playing. And that's kind of what I was saying with this account. The whole goal was to kind of focus on just hoarding resources, not using anything, using only a handful of champions just to see how far we can progress in the game, not actually using anything beyond what kind of the game gives us. So that's kind of the cool thing when you do that. It allows you to take part in these guaranteed champion events. So when they did the guaranteed Ursula the Mourner, we had 15 void shards. we've gotten 5 more since then. We were able to get those shards to get the guaranteed champion. And what I'm doing with this account is we're only going to be using the guaranteed champion. So anything else we would pull in these ancient shards, if it's a good champion we want to save, it'll go in the vault till the 6-month mark. Or we'll mostly just use the champions as food. So we've never actually pulled ancient shards on this account. So I'm curious to see if we do get anything crazy, like a good legendary champion. If it's something really, really good, it's gonna suck because we can't use it for a while. But the 6-month mark is actually approaching pretty quickly when we get Seal the Drakes. And then of course we'll see where the account is at that point in time, and I may decide to just continue on with this, playing this account the same way, because I'm having a lot of fun with this account. But let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's take a look at Geomancer first. Now this guy is mainly, in my opinion, going to be really helpful for Clan Boss. He may have some uses everywhere else, but I think personally he's going to be best suited for Clan Boss. If you were trying to pull for him, got a pretty decent kit, and his reflect damage is pretty insane when you get that HP burn going there. So really solid champion for Clan Boss. We're seeing a lot of crazy damage numbers with him in our own clan and also throughout the game. So I think that's where he will really help us out once we get him, and we'll definitely be able to get him to 5. We saw we already have all those 5-star chickens, so we're going to be able to get him to 6-star pretty quickly. I don't know why I keep clicking on him. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to do 4 10 pulls, unless we get him before that, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and yank our first 10. And again, because we saved all these resources, we were able to take part in this guaranteed event, so that's pretty nice. Okay, nothing here really that I see we would keep for the account. Maybe a metal shaper, but since we're in the estate we are, these are probably all just going to be chickens. Let's go with our next 10 here. We got an epic. Ooh, Venom Mage. Cool. I don't have him anywhere else. Him or her. I'm not sure what the snake is there, but that's pretty cool. Really good looking champion, and this is actually another really solid Clan Boss champion. I believe with all the poison they're able to do, and they have like I think there's a poison detonation mechanic with this champ. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, activate the 2 poison debuffs. There you go. Cool. So that will definitely be throwing Venom Mage into the vault. Nothing else here other than marked is would it really be worth keeping and hanging on to. I saw we did get a couple Rosin Fusion champions, so that's kind of cool. All right, another epic, another Yagati. Oh, it's Biggin. Oh, that is actually, this is a pretty good, this would have normally been a really good 10 pull. So that's, okay, well, we got Biggin at the 6-month mark. That's kind of nice. He's a great legendary. Very, very good legendary. All AoE attacks. He can farm Nightmare Campaign. Really, really solid. Got a book for War Maiden. Got a book for Yaga. The Thea's not bad. I'm not sure if we'll keep her or use her as a chicken, but wow, there we go. Got the legendary. And all right, we get this last 10 pull in. This is going to give us our Geomancer probably at the end here, and see what else we can get. So far, nothing. We got another epic Pestilus. And there he is, all the way to 40 we had to go, but we got a bunch of tournament points. We did get another legendary champion. So pretty cool, and we still have, I'm not going to be immature, but we have ancient shards still left there. So that's pretty awesome. And we actually were able to do pretty good there. We got a bunch of points for clan versus clan. I forgot this was even going on, because this is I'm in the alt clan on this one, so we opened up a whole bunch of, oh wow, we've already got all the way down to milestone 7 finished. Cool. So we've got a bunch of stuff to claim there. This is another cool thing about an account like this, or if you're on a free to play, if you're in the clan v clan, it's just all this stuff is good stuff to get at this point. All these resources are excellent, especially the XP boosts and the chickens and the energy. It all helps, the core hammers. But you'll notice that they took out, you used to get 3 ancient shards from tier 1. Now you only get 1 at the end. And I noticed, you go across all the tiers, I think even they changed the Savage Gear to immunity. They took, tier 2, they took a lot of the ancient shards out of the earlier milestones. They didn't tell anyone about that, so very interesting decision from them to do that. So let's see. So we're going to throw a big one into the vault. We're definitely going to be hanging on to him. Let's go ahead and put Venom Mage in there as well. And I'm not quite sure about, I'm trying to think if Pestilus is any good. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, he does have Leech on the A1. He does have HP burn. Huh, interesting. Okay. We may hang on to him. He's Night Revenant. We don't really have much in Night Revenant, so I guess we'll throw him in there. See how much our vault is running out of space. I think we did pick up a bunch of fusion champions also for Rosin, I thought. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see here. Okay, I know she's a fusion champ. Okay, this guy's a fusion champ. So that's kind of cool. We did pick up a couple of those. I think we already got a copy of Marked in there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save Marked for later too. She's a good champion to have on your roster for barbarians. So, oh, we got another. There's another. Okay, cool. So our vault is filling up pretty fast. We're gonna have to start probably getting some more slots for it here in a little bit though. So I gotta be honest. When we get to that 6-month mark, if we start using what's in our vault, kind of exciting. We got a really good, decent crop of legendary champions already on this account. Like I said, this is almost to the 4-month mark, and this is just from the, we saved up all those Void Shards for Ursula and managed to pull 2 Void legendaries. And then we got Suzerain on the Sacred 2x, 10x. And then you saw there, just pulling for that guaranteed Geomancer, we managed to yank a big in there, so that's pretty cool. We put Venom Mage in the vault. I think the rest of this stuff's probably all going to be books and chickens, so pretty cool, guys. I can't complain really about anything that we had happen there, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to jump on here, kind of give you guys an update on the account, and then we do have the what's next in raid stuff going on here. There's actually we were going to try to have some information out on this earlier today, but unfortunately someone in the content program decided to leak it to someone who wasn't in the content program so they could put it on their Discord, and because of that, we all can't, we're not allowed to have nice things anymore. So, but I'll probably watch this and go over it later on another video. There's actually some pretty cool stuff going on with this, especially for clans, so I'm kind of excited about it. But really just wanted to jump in, give you guys an update on the Minimalist account, go ahead and pull those shards to get Geomancer to see if we get anything good. And just give you guys again an update here so you can kind of see how this account's going. We'll probably do another update somewhere around the 4-month mark when we get Dark Elaine, and she's going to definitely go into my arena team as a nuker most likely, so I can start using Ethel in other areas of the game. So pretty cool. A lot of fun with this account. This is actually my favorite account I'm playing right now. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's actually what's keeping me interested in raid, because my main account's kind of stagnant right now. Just I'm basically trying to complete faction wars there. I only have 3 stars left to go to get Lydia, and that's been my main focus for like the last month, and it's just getting really boring. And this account gives me a little bit of an escape from that. It allows me to have some more fun and just kind of enjoy the game and work on champs that most people would normally not even use. So it's kind of cool just to do that and be able to show that you can still progress through the game, even if you're not using like all the amazing superstar epics and legendary champions. So it's kind of been a lot of fun to do that. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions about anything you saw, feel free to leave it down below, and I'll do my best to get you an answer as soon as I can. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.